Warrior, it's Bashan here. This word is going to be a confirmation about warfare at nighttime related to witchcraft and warlock craft. I don't even know what you call what warlocks do, but this word is also going to be connected to the number 555 and 777 because I've been heavily seeing those numbers a lot, especially right before I got on here and made this word. So this word, I also want to clear something up because I think I totally missed the mark the other day with my word sloth, and I forgot to clear that up. I put out that word about, for those of you who watched it, you know that's what it was about, but it was called, this is like why you're doing better than them or something like that. I'll try and post it in the bottom. Forgive me for not remembering it. But anyway, the word was related to the sin of sloth. Why your haters basically, if they would just do that, then they would, which is true, if they would just take accountability for their actions, and if they would get up and take more action. We all need to get up and take more action in some areas, but especially right now in prayer, that's where I feel like I really missed the mark. So I'm supposed to clear that up, which shout out to the person in the comments section which mentioned that. And so remember to stay on your prayer game, especially as it's related to warfare, witches and warlocks right now going hard against us as we're supposed to be coming into the new year 2023. That's they really want to do it all, you guys, right before, so our next going into the new year in spring is messed up. Have you guys noticed that pattern in your life yet, where spring is always heavy in warfare? It's because of what they're doing right now. So we need to really pray. Prayers matter so much. Prayers work so much. Fasting and repenting works so much. Just having forgiveness in our heart for other people works so much to protect us, to put the full armor of God on us. And I experienced some weird things last night, and I heard some weird things in the spirit. And so I just want to confirm to you that there's definitely some black magic going on to go against you. So stay prayed up. Do not be lazy in prayer right now. But also, this is a word about a prophetic dream that I had, and this is going to be for men and women, but the main character in my dream was it was me, and then there was a male, so it was a person of the opposite sex. So if you're a guy, this is probably related to a female, and if you're a girl, this is probably related to a male in your life. But the Father kept bringing this back. Abba, our Father, keeps bringing this dream back, and I've been praying for the last couple days. And this is the revelation that I had, is that basically right now the enemy really wants to trip us up to go back to an old bad habit. And in this dream, I was getting onto a plane, and I was getting off from work, and I was really tired. But in my dream, I was traveling to Ontario, which I think this is really interesting because I know that there are several Ontarios around the world. So if you are planning a trip to Ontario, or you live in Ontario, or you live near Ontario, this could be very specific to you. But I was getting onto a plane, and I was supposed to go to Ontario. In my situation, in my past, I used to always travel to the Ontario airport located in Southern California. So that's where the dream was related to me in this dream. So I was flying to Ontario, and it was in the middle of the night, and you guys, I was so tired, like I fell asleep on the plane, and there was like one other person. There was a male, and he was like a younger hipster looking type of guy. He must have been in his early 20s, And he kind of reminded me of maybe like a young Tom Cruise for some reason. So, but with darker hair. And anyway, he woke me up and he was like, we're there. And I was really, really surprised how out of it, because how out of it I was when I woke up in my dream. I was like, this is not like me to sleep. And then all of a sudden I was in Ontario, and it was like in the middle, like early in the wee early hours of the morning, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that. And I ended up in a bar. And me personally, I don't drink, and I haven't drank for, it's probably going on like maybe like 7 years or something like that. And so in this bar, I was surrounded by men, and I felt like so drunk, like, but I didn't remember drinking any shots or anything like that. And then the next thing I knew, my wallet was gone and my phone was gone. So, and I was in, and then the sun was coming up, and I was in a weird place. I had no phone and I had no wallet, and I was feeling very like somebody had drugged me, or like I had done shots, like just very out of myself. So I just want to say, this is a heads up. This is the revelation that I've been given on this dream, is that please be careful wherever you're traveling to. I feel like the enemy wants you to go back to an old bad habit, or the enemy wants to put you around people who are untrustworthy. That's another thing that heavily keeps coming up, is that so many times it's the people around us who want to pull us down to their level, whether they're people we know or not. They want to entangle us to bring us down. So it's so many times it's untrustworthy people that we get around that really get us caught into very dangerous, uncomfortable situations. So please be careful of your money. Do not be drinking. Do not be going back to old bad habits. Like, there's a saying, I believe it's in the Bible, that says once you've cleaned the space and it's empty, like, if you bring it back, it comes back with friends, and 7 friends at that, and so there's more room for more friends. So if you've been clean off something for a while, do not go back to it. And I feel guided to say the spirit of suicide has been so strong. And also, there was that video where I gave the heads up that the enemy was out for blood. I was seen in the spirit world. And then there's been a ton of suicides after that. I want to say suicide is never the answer. Your soul gets very trapped spiritually when we do that. It's not a way out, and we must complete our mission. And so just be very careful this holiday season. I feel like the enemy is really trying to entangle us, to try and get us feeling to, there's also the Bible scripture to stay sober minded and vigilant, because the enemy goes prowling around looking for those that he can, I can't remember the end. If you guys remember the end, put it in the comment. Looking for those that he can get when they're off there, when you just are off for just a second. So stay sober and vigilant this winter, you guys, this holiday season. This is what my dream says. The enemy is trying to trip us up with our finances, with getting us out of alone without our phone. Watch your phone when you're traveling, and especially if you're in Ontario. I hope this word helps you. Give it a like, a subscribe, and I'll talk to you again later.